Yeah.
No, this is what I always like. When I was in Australia, everybody told me that they watched my show, and I figured they must be getting old versions of it because it doesn't air there. But they're watching the show like the week before because the whole country pirates there. Here, weirdos kind of pirate. There's not that many people that pirate here.
Yeah.
But in Australia, moms and dads pirate video because we're not letting them buy it because we're keeping it from them.
Yeah.
We have shows that have been on the air here for like 3 years, and we won't even give them if they're given the option. Like everybody in the world is like, take my credit card and just let me have the thing, and I'll pay. But if you're gonna be a pain in the ass, I can steal all of it. So the whole country of Australia rips TV. And I learned this. So when I put my Beacon special, one of the big important things to me was that it was globally available right away. And they're happy to buy it, right? So I told FX they should sell my show on my website. And they said that we can't do that because we can't let other countries see it before.
Oh, boy.
And what they're doing, all those companies and this piece of company that we're talking on right now, is they're keeping money out. It's a cage. It's keeping money out. It's not keeping it in.
Right.
They think they're keeping money in, but they're keeping it out.
Yeah.
By the way, what you just said, that should be an infomercial for SiriusXM. It's enraging how they don't see that.
Why would they do it that way? It makes no sense.
So you know how long companies are doing business the same way before you decided to put something on your site and do it differently. It's like nobody wants to do anything differently until someone does it, and then everyone goes, oh, that's
Imagine having to buy a different TV for Fox News, Fox, FX. No, you got to buy a different TV that gets that. And then you got to pay a premium.
The way radio and TV got so big was that there was nothing you had to do.
Right.
You didn't have to pay for it. You watch. You didn't even know you were paying. You're paying for it by watching advertising.
Right.
You didn't even realize that you were paying their bills.
Your time.
That you're doing them a favor by watching the show. The feeling was that you just click it on, and there's all this amazing favorite music.
It's amazing.
Your favorite stars, great stories, movies that were just out. It was amazing.
It's magic.
Free was free. It really felt that way.
Yeah.
But now with the internet and with all this stuff and this shit, they're like, well, we need you to give us this, and you can only have this part, and then you can only do that. It's
like,
just,
well, I'll get free. I'm going to go find free. Thank you.
And it's absolutely right. They should make it easier. And their thing is, well, from a paid service, you get unlimited content and no commercials. Okay, fine. But still don't make it difficult once you're inside that area. You should be able... I don't have us on my car radio. I am not listening to someone on my car radio.
I don't either.
That's amazing.
Because my car came with the Sirius radio, so I didn't want to bother with this. And I could probably make a couple calls and get a VIP account.
And that's a pain in the ass. Who needs it?
I just didn't want to.
I'm a regular person. I'm like, this is not, I don't know. I seriously recommend everybody that can hear my voice shut off the system that is letting you hear it.
We hear this every day from our listeners. And then the listeners that are hardcore and they understand that they need to pay for the service to keep us alive, they get so frustrated and go, look, I tried, but I'm just going to get it for free somewhere.
And it's offset by the people who are paying for the other one.
Right.
That's the thing that's crazy about it. Once I had 2 cars, I'm like, wait a minute, but I'm paying to have both.
You nailed it, because I have an XM radio in my house, but there's Sirius channels I kind of like now, and I go, oh, that's right, I can't listen to them in the house.
Football.
Right. You're so right.
No, have everything, and that's how you're a real competition to radio.
Make it easy as possible. That's the first rule of business.
No, all companies that do I had a
yes.
Yeah.
I got to see Alan Alda tonight. Watch him blow me off.
Who?
Alan Alda. Boy, will I be dropping your name immediately. Hi, I'm Louis C.K.
Oh no.
I'll be nice.
Go ahead.
What's up, Alan?
He eats at that restaurant at the top of the hill, Jimmy. That's where you can find him.
That worked with me, with Dennis Leary, when I mentioned Adam's name. Blew me off.
Oh, really? Water?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Is this your water?
Fucking Leary.
Is this your water?
Fucking talentless cunt. Hate him.
Wow, you're not a big Dennis Leary fan?
Wait, what's this about? We can make a headline today.
Never mind. I might want to be in Rescue Me.
Let's make a little Google alert today.
I don't know where that came from.
Let's go for a Google alert. It's our new bit. Let's go for the Google alert. Why do you hate Dennis Leary?
You guys ever fight?
What?
You were having an argument?
No, it's just funny because last time I saw him, we had a nice conversation. I'm always nice to him in public. Stole a bit from me years ago.
Did he?
Yeah, that's all.
That's a biggie, though, Louis. What bit? Because I used to listen to the early Dennis Leary stuff, and I thought he was a genius. And now I have to think you're the genius.
Well,
what bit was it?
Oh, jeez.
Was it off his first album?
I don't know. I never heard his album.
Oh, please. Of course you have.
Couldn't be bothered.
Fucking Jimmy. I was going to say.
Like you would take me to task.
Yeah,
God.
bullshit. You like it.
I was going to say, of course you have. That's where you got your
It's
act
weird.
from.
I've never said anything about it, and I don't know why that just made me. Because you know why? Because he was you. That makes me mad.
He did. He totally was a douche.
I don't care that he skates and has whatever, but the fact that he was a douche to you just
We've settled.
Mad.
We've since settled it.
First time I've said anything about him.
He's a friend of the show.
It was up in Boston. I was there with my friend Adam Ferrara, who was in The Job, the show The Job with him. And Adam was like, yeah, I'll take you up and meet Dennis. So I go upstairs. We're hanging out, all my friends. Everybody's hanging around. The bar's kind of full. Dennis is up there getting a drink. I decide not to wait for Adam. I can do this myself. I'll walk up to Dennis Leary, say, hey, Dennis, I'm a friend of Adam Ferrara, shake his hand, and start talking. And that'll be that. So I walk up to the bar. I go, hi, Dennis. I'm a friend of Adam Ferrara. Name's Anthony. He goes, doesn't even look at me. He goes, how you doing? And then turns his back to me. He wasn't talking to anybody. He wasn't busy. He just went, how you doing? Turned his back to me. And I was just like, so I walk away slowly. And it was so bad that all my friends and everybody, workers, everybody,
we were uncomfortable.
Couldn't even laugh at me for it.
Oh, no,
I looked,
bad.
I got a quick enough look to see them turn away and not look at me.
That's bad.
Were you embarrassed?
Dude.
And forgot the part where Dennis Leary actually kind of did the backwards handshake without looking at him like,
God.
He just goes, how you doing?
and reaches out his hand like,
And I was like, oh, and all I was thinking is, I should have waited for Adam.
But you felt stupid?
Dude, so stupid. I felt like such a douche, and everyone was embarrassed for me, which hurt even more.
I'm so happy that happened.
All right, well,
I knew you'd
wait. We can't let Louis off the hook here.
Let me tell you what happened. I'll tell you. I have to tell you everything for it to be fair.
Uh-oh.
Because when I was a young fella starting in Boston, I guess I was like 19 or 20, 19, and I was doing my signature bit. The bit I closed with was a bit about if you were an asshole and you knew it, and how cool it would be to just say, I'm an asshole, and just let yourself have that life, that your life would be better. Like you're driving, you go, hey, should I cut that guy off? Yeah, I'm an asshole. Why not? You know, park in a handicapped space, only an asshole would do that. Fuck, I'll do it. I'm an asshole. That's me. And he said they should have like a picture of an asshole instead of a wheelchair and just make those the asshole spaces. And the whole bit. Anyway, so one night doing a show at a place called Play It Against Sam's in Boston. And Dennis is the host of the show. He was a huge star in Boston at the time and on the comedy circuit. And he went on after me. He was always nice to me, by the way. Put me on the shows when I wasn't on them.
Should be.
Gave me guest spots. And then that night he went on after me after I'd done the asshole bit and like went, that's really funny, and like remarked on it and expounded on it. Like, yeah, like I'll do this because I'm an asshole, and I'll do that because I'm an asshole. Like he just started.
He actually started riffing on
my bit, but acknowledging that he just watched me do it. Which is, I think, is okay. And then I don't know, a month later or something, I'm downstairs at Sam's. I just walk in and he's just doing the bit. He just started doing it. And I was young and just started out, and I was like, well, he's huge.
Wow, I'm flattered.
What do I do? Well, and I remember thinking to myself, well, that's weird that he would steal. It's too bad that he has to. I'm tired of the bit myself. I felt like I'd outgrown it, and so I just thought, I think I just let it go, and I did. And so then it became this, what I think you're about to play.
Yes, of course. It's Louis' song.
Yeah.
dude,
People in handicapped spaces and handicapped.
Yeah, get that line too. Louis, you do realize...
Hi, Louis.
The song made a huge amount of money, too.
Yeah, he more than stole a bit from you.
Yeah, he made it a number one
That's
single.
his signature thing.
So, yeah.
That was a video on MTV.
Yeah, I know.
That's how big that bit was for him.
I know.
It wasn't like a throwaway little bit you did.
No,
this
sir.
was like, this is what he's known for.
Yeah, it was a career-making bit.
He's still he still sings this song every time he performs.
Well, as a matter of fact, the last time, during 2 years ago at the New York Comedy Festival,
he closed with this.
He was, and I was on the show. Actually, I think he did it and then brought me on. And I just don't, I don't identify with it anymore. And the other thing, the pieces that are important to tell, is that years later I'm living in New York City. I run into Dennis on the set of a movie he's doing, and he says, God, you're always so funny. What are you doing with yourself? And at the time I was trying to finance independent feature I was making, and he gave me several $1,000s and helped me find it. He just basically gave me money.
That was guilt money.
Yeah, which I never really even thought of that, but I guess that's true. And I mean, he gave, and so he invested in it. And when I run into Dennis, we say hi to each other. And
was he counting out the money, going?
and then when I did his show on Avery Fisher Hall, and he played this song and brought me on, and I remember thinking, that's silly. That's a silly moment in my life. But I just don't. I don't know. It's weird. I don't. I've never said anything. And it's just funny because this other poor idiot has been accused for 3 years now of stealing from me, and I've never said a word about that because I'm ambivalent about it. But this is a guy who I completely watched steal my bit and make money off of it, and I've never done a thing.
You know what the funny thing is? There's another story you told too, where Louis walked in on his Dangerfields. Remember that? And Fadi was there, and he goes, "How you doing?" And you're like, "I don't think I get no respect." And Fadi
Yeah, I understand how you feel, huh? You know.
I mean, I've always had kind of a perspective about people that steal material that I feel like they're, I don't know, it feels like what they do to themselves is probably a lot worse than anything. I mean, what am I going to do about it? I just kind of continue living my life, making more things. But that is, the Dennis thing is a weird one. And I guess since he gave me money for my movie and he was always generally kind to me, I always felt like, well, I'd be a hypocrite to say something about it. Well, and for some reason, when I heard Anthony say that he was rude, that he's rude to you, it just
rude to me the first time.
Lit me off, made me mad.
But then we've had him on the show many, many times, and
right. So
he does your bits very well.
And he
Louis is a shocking
employs
guy.
my buddy. So.
Been a shocking guy since he was a little kid. Like when you said you were a little kid.
Yeah.
And he told me this. He was a boy. He would always curse.
Well, what do you say?
Yeah. They went one time to see George Carlin, and they introduced him to young Louis, and Louis was trying to be shocking, and he was like, "Shit, fuck, I suck him out."
He goes, "How many words are that? 7?
7.
Was that 7 curses you just laid out?"
He lied, and they said, "Where'd you hear that?" He went, "On television."
That's impossible.
It's like I'm like the Forrest Gump of
comedy.
Yeah.
Louis, it continues today. Stephen S. from Bay Shore writes, "This just in, Dennis's ex-wife let his dog out and got hit by a car." So he's continuing
Jesus
Christ. Stephen S., are you crazy?
Nice. Oh, my goodness.
He cried over that dog.
And I just get, let's all suck Louis' dick.
Oh, really?
I'm all for that.
Really? Everybody's mad at me?
Let's do it. I still owe him from Lucky Louis.
So let's get
I'd
going.
be happy to suck.
Yeah.
God, that sounded
that was
gay.
from Dennis L. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a big story right there. That's a Google alert right there for yourself.
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like...
the comedy blogger is going to run with that one, my friend.
Oh, sir, I don't like it.
Don't like being associated with that kind of shit from a victim.
Why would you be? I mean, you've that incident. Remember that time you said you were driving with a moose on the fender and there's a problem?
Woody Owl, what's wrong with you? So obscure, I have to say.
But it was an elk,
comes
actually.
from.
It wasn't a moose. It was an elk.
The moose bit. We got Dan in Iowa. Dan, how are you?
Hey, Dan.
I know, but
Hey guys, what's going on?
it's in the contract. We need one Dan caller
Louis?
a day.
Yeah.
Yes, Dan.
I just read on the internet this morning, Dennis Leary's got a new TV show called Lucky Leary coming out.
Oh my goodness! That fellow has got to stop.
Lucky Leary.
Lucky Leary.
I mean, enough already.
That's funny. And you know what a whore I am? I'd do it. I'd step over Lou's cardiac arrest having body and to go to the set.
Sure.
Well, the Joaquin character is like, for me, it's what Joaquin Phoenix can do that nobody else can. That was very poorly unexploited in the Joker. That was superficially exploited in the Joker, but brought out in real high relief in The Master in a way that's like disturbing how good it was. And the difference between those two movies is that one is a Marvel movie that needs to reach teenagers and people that still wish they were teenagers, and the other one is a sick, beautifully realized fantasy of a filmmaker who gets into some kind of a fever when he writes a movie and then executes it with extreme conscientious discipline. Two very different categories, but that's what you get. But I like it. I like it.
Great movie.
I buy into him in every single movie he's ever made except the Joker.
He definitely looks like when he's punching through a wall in this, he's like looking for the Oscar in the wall, like he's trying so hard. But like,
I don't think, boy, no, I think he talked himself out of an Oscar from the first. This movie was never destined for that. This movie flies in the face of that. I don't think that he's hoping. It would have been insane for him to get an Oscar
for that.
He got nominated.
He got it for Joker, which is
they were both nominated.
Exactly. There you go. That's where you go for the Oscar
for the cartoon.
Marvel movie.
I love how you say Marvel.
I know you're gonna get sad.
What?
You say Marvel instead of DC, which I love so much because it'll make people.
Oh, is it DC?
Yeah.
Okay.
YouTube comments are already flying. It's
Yeah, people are gonna be livid. They won't be mad though because it's you. If Ron made that mistake,
I don't think anybody expects me to love.
No.
No, there is not. It's to spend 10 seconds on this. The difference, if there is a difference between Marvel and DC, DC seems like they're trying to be a little darker, and there's less of the thing that I can't do with Marvel. Like I can't get through are the scenes of everyone in a nice living room with drinks in their plastic clothes, talking about what they're going to do, like just talking seriously about if you get the crystals away from him, and then Iron Man makes a joke like this that's kind of funny, and then the Hulk gets a little mad, and they talk like in a parlor, like they're the Housewives of Beverly Hills, like, and they're wearing and it makes their costumes look insane because they're just in somebody's condo and with a scotch on ice, just discussing things in low voices for really long scenes, and then they're supposed to pay off with the action, and I get blinded by the action. It's not interesting to me, but at least I appreciate what the Joker was going for in a sense, but I just didn't buy
my issue with Marvel. I just don't care about characters that are different colors. Like people like cry at those movies, and it's just like insane to me.
I can't believe anyone gets emotionally, but look, it's not for me. I'm not that somebody likes it. It makes it good.
I went with Avengers.
Love the movie. That means it's a great movie, but it's I'm just not on the train.
I went with the Avengers Infinity War with this girl Amy Rose Ranger's comic. She cried like she was in the Holocaust. What? No, she cried like she was in the Holocaust Memorial Museum. Like it was like crying the whole time.
Which one? Some of those Holocaust museums make you cry, others don't.
This is the I'm talking about the good one, like the one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Top tier one.
The Iron Man of Holocaust museums.
She's crying the whole time, and because in Infinity War they like kill everyone at the end, and she's crying the whole time.
I can't watch the Iron Man. The first one was good. I liked the hell out of that movie. That was.
But let me
here's my hatred of this is how I can trump my hatred of Marvel movies trumps yours because I went and saw the first Iron Man and walked out because I was like, I get it, I see he's good, it's gonna be the thing, all right, fine. That's the only one I ever watched, and I left. That's how much I hate Marvel movies.
You're better than me.
Yeah, you goddamn right. Okay, this
I
is
also
so
like Mickey Rourke. I like Mickey Rourke with the weird tentacle electrical thing, killing a Formula One car. I
find this disrespectful to Paul Thomas Anderson, one of the great American masters in the history of American cinema. We've broken off into a conversation about Marvel. He deserves better than this, for God's sake.
So I think.
I have this friend, he has a phone that can IM, he can instant message, and so now I really want him to die because I'm sick of getting these messages from him on his phone. I'm in a shoe store. That's the whole message. We're not secret agents. I don't need to know where you are. So I get this message from him. He says, I'm on an airplane in Seattle. So I wrote back and I said, well, I hope your plane crashes. And he gets pissed off and he calls me, take it back. We're about to take off. I'm like, oh, I hope it crashes. I don't have to take it back. Hope it crashes twice. Hope it crashes and kills Haffy and they go, let's try again, and they take off and crash again. I hope that happens. Sincerely, I hope it. And he tries to he goes, well, how are you going to feel now if my plane crashes after you went and said that? I'm like, are you that would be amazing. To know that I can do that? I'd happily trade your life for knowledge of my powers. He's one of those guys who just makes you hate him because, when you have a friend that you hate, you can't break up with your friends, He always starts conversations that I don't want to have. He's like, hey, what would you do if you had a time machine? I'm like, I don't... You know what? I wouldn't use it. I just let it sit in my house. I'd put a drink on it, and I got a time machine. I never even wanted it. I don't know. I'm not interested. I'd use it to go back 30 minutes ago and punch you in the face before you asked me that. That's all. One use. So he goes, well, here's what I would do. Because, of course, that's the whole point of asking me, is to stare at me while I say mine and then say his. So he said if he had a time machine, he would kill Hitler. Like, he would go back and kill Hitler. I love that he thinks he can just kill Hitler just because he just goes back there and walk up and kill the dude. And I was thinking, that's a noble purpose for a time machine. I would do it, but I would have gone back then, but I wouldn't have killed Hitler. I would have raped him. That's what I thought. Because I think that would have been enough. I think that would have stopped him from doing all that shit. If he had been raped by me, he never would have pulled any of that stuff, man. Should we invade Poland? No, I'll just take a shower. I don't feel good. He would have... Low self-esteem and, I'm not condoning rape, obviously. You should never rape anyone. Unless you have a reason, like you want to find somebody and they won't let you, in which case, what other option do you have? How else are you supposed to have an orgasm in their body if you don't rape them? Like, what the fuck? Okay, that's fun.
Are we ready for the Val Kilmer?
Oh,
I want to go for
Val Kilmer.
another
This
one,
guy's
right?
terrific.
New one. Today's song is called "Hold On to Daddy."
Oh, him with the daddy.
I like that. I think that's nice. He's got a thing
Shut up with
with his
daddy.
Yeah.
When I'm gone, I say hold on to daddy.
Where did he sing this?
I know.
Larry Craig sitting there tapping his foot next door in the shower.
Wow, got a studio on the back of a flatbed. Asshole.
Jesus Christ.
He's horrid.
He's just not there, is he?
Hey, the recording studio's not good. Where would you like to work? Do you have a room with aluminum and tin all over the wall? That would be perfect.
Cause you gonna cry.
He's dead.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
When I'm gone. When I'm gone.
I wish you were gone.
Yeah.
When I'm gone. When I'm gone. You gonna cry.
I think she's
Cry when you sing.
He's very bluesy. This guy's
right.
got some soul, man.
Does he?
I like it.
In the freedom.
Gotta have the soul of a Doc Martin put against his head.
You're gonna feel cold, cold down to your bone. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. His daddy's gone.
That's right.
Your daddy's gone.
Yeah.
Get it.
This couldn't be real. Was there coughing in that song?
This has to be a goof.
He's coughing. Sounds like someone's trying to take the guitar away from him. There's a fight going on.
You're gonna be around. You're gonna turn your back and watch the sun go down.
What? Turn your back and watch the sun go down?
How? My God.
East, west, please.
You're not saying anything.
Is he asleep on the mic?
Right, we get it.
All right, talk about daddy again, would you?
I'm crying happy, happy daddy coming home. Okay, another song down.
Yeah, just keep cranking them out there, you asshole.
What happened to the Iceman?
I used to like him, and now I hope his kids get a blood disease. They need a transfusion, and it gives them AIDS on top. Like an asshole.
You do not like him at all.
Yeah.
Bad music. Nothing more insulting than bad music. That makes you mad.
Kid's got sickle cell.
It really does make you angry.
Yeah, it does.
I think he's
Music's
kidding.
done
Especially
badly.
a famous guy going,
He's
no,
not-
this is good. I'm putting this out there.
Yeah, he's not kidding.
Is he really serious, dude?
He was
He's
really
crazy.
into being
I've seen
Jim
him on-
Morrison back in the day.
I've seen him on interviews and stuff on late night talk shows and stuff, and he's like crazy.
Yeah.
He's a hard interview. Like the people.
The thing that people don't get is that actors are jocks. They're not.
Yes, they are.
They play interesting people, and you attribute that interestingness to them.
Yeah,
they're
but
not. They're
it's not
jocks. They're people
writer.
that have this weird rubber ability with their face and their voice, and they're just sieves. And you can get them to douche, but then you listen to them talk. This guy's a idiot.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, they're just dippy, stupid, flaky assholes.
But they can act like real cool people.
They can act like
nothing
really
substance to prevent them from being someone else.
That's right.
But can't you just act like that all the time? Just act.
You think, because they actually, like watch Actors Studio when they're talking, like they let their hair down amongst each other, and you just want to drop a bomb on the entire building, and nothing bad would come of it.
I feel bad for his wife having to lie to him every day.
It's great, honey. Well, she probably thinks it is great. If he's that much of an asshole that he's saying that, his wife's a stupid. Just by deduction, I can just tell you by the transitive law that his wife is a retarded with tears. Fucking married that faggot, you stupid cunt. Bad music. That makes you madder.
It does make you mad.
Oh, he's not
completely.
Like that movie American Beauty. Remember that movie?
Oh,
where they got first Kevin Spacey playing the man,
heterosexual, yeah,
and he's in love. He wants to fantasizing about cheerleader in high school,
right?
And the way they represent this in this gay movie,
it really
this bunch of come through a projector that this movie was. Is like this is a man when you fantasize. Apparently, according to this movie, when you fantasize about a cheerleader,
right,
you lay on your back and flower petals fall all over you.
Right.
Rose petals just fall all over your body. That's what you think about.
Exactly.
Instead of just like her hot, sweaty ass and the confused look on her face as you come in her stupid eye.
And then bash her brains in with her own pom-poms, rock her on your fist.
Hold her throat and tell her not to tell people.
And you throw her into a cab and she's crying.
Yeah, exactly. You must bleach your hair and move out of town.
Or you yell, give me a C, give me a U, give me an N, give me a T, as you punch her in the belly.
No rose petals needed.
Avoid her calls when she skips her period of later.
She's holding a middle of light on her eye to put down the swelling.
When it's done, I want the sheets to look like there are rose petals on it.
Exactly. She's got a Heffenrepper to her shiner.
You make her wear a cheerleading outfit while you give her ass to mouth.
Exactly. God. No, it's Kevin Spacey with this sweet look on his face, and there's flower petals.
Yeah.
And also, like, cluck music, jazzy music.
Yeah, that's how you fantasize.
With those wooden blocks.
And then the Marine at the end of the movie, the Marine, of course, the ex-Marine is really...
Yeah, he's the one who's really gay.
Yeah.
None of us are gay. It's actually that one hetero guy. He's the gay one.
Yeah.
No one else is gay.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey's not gay.
No.
He's straight as an arrow. He lifts weights, listens to Zeppelin, drives a Firebird, and thinks about rose petals.
Yeah, the rose petals really.
And then when he actually sees her tits, he almost vomits.
Yeah,
and puts a blanket around her.
Yeah.
Where the man? There's no man there.
No, absolutely not. She should have been in a
finally sees
chokehold.
the 18-year-old tits and goes, oh, "What have I been doing all the time? I forgot I like men and their anuses. I forgot I like to suck cock. I don't like vaginas. They're disgusting."
That's not usually my problem. These days, my problem is very simple. It's trying to find a place in my house where I can masturbate without somebody bothering me. And that's really difficult. There's nowhere to go anymore. She's got her mother staying with us, too, in the guest room, and I'm on the streets now. I got nowhere to go. Like, now I know when I see a guy in the West Side Highway jerking off in plain daylight, that's not a homeless guy. That's a married man right there. He's got nowhere to go. You go ahead and look, man. I got nothing. What else am I going to do? It's not fair, man. I'm 37 and I own my home. I should be able to just stand in the living room. How you doing, honey? Good morning. But I can't. I got to hide. I'm down in the cellar by the boiler like a troll down there. Just miserable. That's what it's like. Masturbation doesn't bring much joy to guys. Women seem to like masturbating. They put flower petals on the pillow. They're like, "Oh, me," or whatever, you know. The guys are like, "Ah, shit, God damn it." Sometimes you find ecstasy, but it's followed by the deepest self-hate and depression you've ever felt. It's an amazing drop from way up here to this, like, oh, yeah, oh, what the fuck's wrong with me? God damn it. I gotta get to work. I don't have time for this shit now. But then you get married, now you gotta hide. And you have to. You have to hide. Because when your wife catches you masturbating, that's sad for the whole family. That's not a good moment in a marriage. She comes in the cellar. Oh my God. And then she always wants to know about it. She always asks me stuff. My wife's like, well, do you think about me when you're doing that? What are you, fi? Why would I do that? Why? I can think about anybody. That's magical. I'm married to you. What do women really think their husbands are going, oh, my wife. Oh, yeah, that's hot. Oh, yeah. Picking her up at the airport and getting yelled at. Oh, that's hot. Yeah. Put it in the hamper, not on top, you idiot. Oh, I love when she talks like that. Yeah. But, whatever. We're a family. We have a kid. That changes everything. That's the whole thing. The kid is everything. Marriage is nothing. Without a kid, marriage is dating. It doesn't mean shit. And you don't realize it until you have a kid. Here's what happens. When you get married, you go, holy shit, I can't leave now. I mean, I wasn't thinking of leaving, but now I really can't leave. Then you have a kid and you go, holy shit, I could have left. I totally could have left. Thor was right there. Now I can't go. I got a kid now. I love my daughter. It's a lot of responsibility that you never think about, though. Like, you got to name your kid. That's a big deal right there. And you know what's amazing to me? You can name your kid anything you want. Isn't that incredible? There are no laws. There should be a couple of laws. None. You can literally name your kid anything. You can name your kid a name with no vowels if you want, like Singleton. Just 40F, that's his name. Go clean your room. Some people name their kids a word like sunshine or battery or whatever. I'd like to name my kid a whole phrase, something like ladies and gentlemen. That would be a cool name for a kid. This is my son, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please!
Actually, lizards. Literally, there's people that think they're lizards from outer space.
Yeah, that's true.
Who eat human flesh. I don't know if anybody's ever asked you directly, sir, but are you a lizard?
I don't think.
Are you actually? Can you just please give that a straight answer? Are you a lizard person?
Louis a little left-leaning,
No,
sir.
I'm not. Let him answer. Are you a lizard?
Here's the short answer. Yeah. I'm in New York City. I walk down the street. People walk up, shake hands, stop me. They want an autograph.
He's a lizard.
Want to get a photograph with me. Go to eat last night at dinner, and Joyce and I were sitting there in the little Italian restaurant. and a man came up and said he'd like to buy my dinner, and I refused. And it turns out I paid for my dinner. The next thing I know, the waiter comes back and said the man insisted to pay for your dinner, and here's your canceled receipt for paying.
Oh, wow, that's very nice.
There's plenty of people that...
But you didn't answer the question.
He's not going to dignify...
I think you're hanging around with the wrong people.
He's not going to dignify an answer to, are you a lizard, Louis?
Why not?
Because he's not a lizard.
What is the story about getting somebody paid for your dinner? I would pay for a lizard's dinner.
I think I understood the fact that there are people out there that appreciate what he's done as a leader. And
there's plenty of evidence that this guy is a well-decorated and appreciated American. And he has more credibility than almost anybody.
Exactly.
But I just want to know if he's a lizard.
He's not a lizard. Stop it. I want to apologize, Mr. Rumsfeld. Louis C.K. is a stand-up comedian, and I do not share his ideology one iota.
Matter of fact, we're meeting him for the first time. We don't even really know him. So we apologize.
Exactly.
It's usually just me and Anthony. But we said, what the hell, we'll try out this local comedy.
Mr. Rumsfeld, I want to ask you a little bit about the situation that's going on now in the Middle East. You are an envoy to the Middle East. What do you see happening there? What's your take take on the whole situation?
Well, I think what's happening is that we had good relations with many of the governments in there, in that region, and it was contributing to a stable situation that you can have a popular protest and revolution, and the winner is not the people that are looking for greater opportunity. The winner often is a minority group that is very disciplined, very well organized, and very vicious, like Hezbollah in Lebanon, and or like the Ayatollahs in Iran.
Yeah.
So you could get the Muslim Brotherhood.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Radical extremists.
Exactly.
Over Egypt, which would be terribly dangerous.
Absolutely.
Listen, and these are great questions, Anthony, and they're questions that Mr. Rumsfeld is going to answer better than almost anybody in the world.
Yeah.
But I still want to know if he's a lizard. And if he is.
Stop it.
If he's tasted human flesh.
No, stop.
I just want to know.
Mr. Rumsfeld, again, I want to apologize for Louis C.K. He's a stand-up comedian. He's playing at the Borgata.
It's a legitimate. Look, if he's a lizard who has eaten people,
don't encourage him. It'll just make him worse.
I will stop the second I get a denial. I'll stop asking.
Tell Louis that my grandchildren are listening.
See?
Well, listen, they have a right to know, too.
No, he's not a lizard, and he's not tasted human flesh.
But you're answering. That's easy for you to say.
I can answer because I know the guy is a great American, a great patriot.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
He's done great things for this country. And
yes, Anthony. Is he a lizard? Is Dick Cheney a lizard?
No, they're not. They are people.
Any Mexican babies? Have they eaten any human beings?
Stop it. Stop it. I know. Mr. Rumsfeld, I apologize. Louis C.K.
I paid for this microphone, mister. I want an answer.
Funny. I don't understand it. Where do you see the where do you see the 2012 elections going? Do you see the Republicans taking the White House again? And who do you see as maybe a good front runner for the Republicans?
You know, I don't think there is one. I think it's one of those rare times when there's not an incumbent president running and there's not a vice president running and there's not an obvious person. And I think what we ought to do is watch them run around the track a while and see how they handle things. It's a tough job, as President Obama is finding out. It's a lot easier to campaign than
exactly.
And so I think we ought to watch all these candidates. There's some terrific ones running, and I think some of them have executive experience. Some of them have a lot of legislative experience, and see how they handle. Because what's going to happen is they're going to get asked tough questions. They're going to get put in difficult positions, and we're going to then be able to see how their brains work, how they react, how they handle things, what kind of people they recruit for their campaign team, how effective they are in organizing. And all of those are attributes that are helpful for a president.
Before the Lizard Council meets and decides who to appoint.
The Lizard Council doesn't appoint a president, and he's not part of the Lizard Council.
If they do, don't you want to know?
No.
Don't you at least want to give him a chance to say, no, I'm not a lizard?
I don't want to picture Donald Rumsfeld on the other end of this phone listening to you asking
with red
lizard
eyes.
No, he's not with red. Mr. Rumsfeld.
We have to deal with people who aren't perfect on occasion.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to tell Louis.
And then, so how many guys do you think you've met that died by hanging?
Oh, Jesus.
That's a good question.
Yeah, more than one.
Yeah.
More than one.
More than one, see?
Yeah. I've never met anybody I met a girl who hung herself. But I've never met anybody who was sentenced to hang.
He's had to deal with thugs during his career at some point.
Sure.
He's, the world. And a lot of people judge things, I've noticed, Mr. Rumsfeld, a lot of people judge things based on what's going on now. They don't take it in the context of the history and what was going on at the time. Now, during the Cold War, I think we were willing, as Americans and the press, to accept a lot more covert action on the part of the government for our own safety than we are now. Do you think that's a better thing, that there's so much more information available now? Or is it kind of a good thing for the government to have maybe a little bit of a little more covertness in their actions?
Oh, I think you're right. I think that we live in a world where there are relatively few countries that are like we are. We have free political systems, and that means that we have got to have intelligence gathering activities if we're going to protect the American people.
Exactly.
But American safety is like the biggest deal to us. American defense. We've got to keep the American people safe. But what if a whole lot of people in other places have to die in order for us to be safe? Like, what if you found out that a lot of America was going to get hurt unless we just took France and just wiped it out. Would you trade France?
Hypothetical.
Would you trade France for Texas and Arizona?
Can you imagine if I answered that question?
Thank you.
What the news lead would be?
Exactly.
It would be like the answering your earlier question, where I would deny that I'm something that you asked me.
Right. He's not going to deny he's a lizard.
But he hasn't officially denied it.
What would be hurt by denying that you're a lizard?
I did not just arrive in town falling off a turnip.
There are no turnip carts in New York City.
Well, he didn't fall off of one.
No,
regardless.
I totally understand. But no, that's fascinating to me. What would be hurt by denying? And I'm not going to ask you to deny it now. I'm more interested in what would be hurt if you denied that you're a lizard.
He's justifying the question.
Sorry, I brought it up. I apologize.
But I mean, we like to think that we're a comedy show, so we're just kind of asking a silly question.
But that
there,
is
Mr.
fascinating to me.
All right, you want to do the Tyra thing or what? And then we'll get out of here. She was on Larry King talking about that dumb bathing suit shot that the paparazzi took of her while she was on vacation, and everyone's laughing, saying, wow, she's a fat pig.
Yeah.
Supposedly she gained like 30, 35 pounds over the holidays. Well, Tyra, she can't stand that.
So she went on Larry King to talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So then, I guess on Thursday's show, she gets the actual bathing suit and then puts it back on and goes, do I look fat?
Sure she did.
But it's obvious that
who cares?
It's obvious she got her body back in shape and maybe got a smaller version of the bathing suit is what she's doing.
Yeah, first and foremost, you're right. Who cares if her ass got fat and then she... But the fact that she got so upset about it...
Ugh.
She's going to waste everybody's time. Vain.
What a shallow jig.
Vain happens to be black.
Right. What a shallow, self-centered pig.
Right.
Coincidentally, insignificantly black, stupid.
What a self-centered non-white. Here we go.
So your weight fluctuates all the time, then?
It fluctuates, around 10, 12 pounds.
Were those pictures embarrassing to you?
It wasn't that it was embarrassing because I don't think it's a reflection of what my body is right now, although I do think one day it will be a reflection of my body because I like to eat. I'm not obsessed with working out. So it wasn't so much of an embarrassment. It was just like, what is that? And
so it's a big fat ass.
It saddened me because I thought there was such a rejoicing, but I think I understand it. For so many years, I was this high fashion model and, putting this image out there that's so difficult to live up to. And so then these pictures come out and it's like, oh, wow, look at her. Gotcha. And it's like, no, that's not a reflection of my body. But if it was, I'd come out and say, yeah, you guys, that's me.
How do you dodge the fire hoses and German
CNN. There's a war going on. That was on CNN.
Wait, I didn't hear what Ann said. What
did you say?
It's out of touch Larry King. How do you dodge the German shepherds and fire hoses? Like Larry never knows. He said the other day, President Kennedy on his show. He's totally out there. I hear Rubenesque girls are in these days. We'll be talking to Ruben on tomorrow's show.
He thinks that she's on his show because she was trying to get into a college and Wallace stood in front of her. An asshole he is.
So you're going to buy your freedom and then what?
So that's fat ass. How does it fit in the back of the bus? So, Harriet, tell us about your railroad.
Is that what Harriet Tubman did? Yes. All right, thank God.
Very good.
That one up.
More Tyra on Larry King.
And for them to say, all these negative things, I have a show, the Tyra Banks show, and so many girls that do have that body or that are even heavier than that, look up to me and they say, Tyra, you weigh 30 pounds heavier than those models that are on the runway right now, and you make me feel beautiful. I look at your body and I feel beautiful. So when the tabloids are saying that that's ugly, that's disgusting. It makes me think of my audience.
Oh, what a...
Oh, my God.
Hey, that's kind of a backhanded compliment.
Oh, you smelly whore.
When they tell me it's ugly and disgusting, makes me think of my audience. You know something? We feel the same way.
What a self-centered woman.
Rancid.
Isn't she a...
hate her so much
She's not
right now.
doing this for her audience.
She's inspired her fat pig audience.
She can't bear bad news.
Right. She's a fat pig. Can we please somehow... We're on the commercial radio in New York as well.
Yeah.
Please get the word, Tyra's a fat pig.
Tyra is a fat
Can we
pig.
send somebody... Where's her show taped? Is it New York?
Just the fact that she thinks... I have to go on CNN during a war and respond to people talking about my weight. Who cares if people called you fat? You're on TV, you're rich.
You're black, you have blonde hair. Let's discuss that. Dennis Rodman. Jesus.
She obviously can lose the weight. without much of a problem.
You got a finger, don't you? Jam it down your throat.
Yeah.
Thinking about my audience.
Bulimia.
Alrighty.
Why let tabloids bother you?
You know what?
They go.
They come and they go, but I think that I have a responsibility. I've dedicated this part. The first part of my life was about myself. How many magazine covers can I get? How many fashion shows can I walk down? You know, how many this, how many that? But this next part of my life is not so much about self-gratification. It's about me using this platform that I have, this talk show that I have, to encourage young women.
Wish that
Larry, I
platform
have
was a
women
gallows.
crying their eyes out to me, telling me that they want to hurt themselves because of how they look, because they're getting talked about. So I felt like I needed to say something.
Does she really believe
All
this?
you're saying is I'm not fat.
Yeah, she's saying
doing
she's not
the opposite. If she was to go on Larry King and say, they're calling me fat and I'm
getting fatter. She should be getting
glad they
fatter.
Think I'm fat. Who cares? It has no value to me as a person. But she's saying, I am not. And
I'm not fat.
No, she's showing that there's something to be ashamed of being a slightly and by the way,
under 10 model.
She has a second show called, what, America's Top Model or whatever it's called?
Yeah. And it completely judges women on their bodies.
Darwinist selection of people according to their flesh, which is evil and she makes me hope America loses the war because she's inside of America. I hope Iraq beats us.
You know what'd be great?
I hope we can become part of Iraq because I hate her so much.
If her car caught fire and then her whole face and head and neck was burned, and she had to talk like, you ever see a burned person where it just looks like a kernel of corn nugget. Like that's what I want her to have to talk like, with a blonde wig, slightly askew on her head, trying to do her show. Because she has no lips, her teeth are just showing.
You call this fat?
I mean, that's what I want that shallow, personality-less pig to have to suffer with.
She is completely going against. Here's what she did. She was in the tabloids with a fat ass, a picture, in a bathing suit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what? She then gets called fat and gets upset. She loses the weight and gets the same type of bathing suit to say it's the same bathing suit. And she's now skinny again in that bathing suit. She goes on Larry King, talks about the fat picture and how it inspires her fat listeners who cry about their body type, at saying that it's not a bad thing, yet what she has done is lose the weight because it is a bad thing.
Yeah, she is. She's teaching girls.
What the f*** is she doing?
She's helping girls think that if they have any feet on their bones, they're pieces of shit.
Right. And she's right. Lose the weight because you'll be called fat, and instead of saying, I'm fine with my body type, bow to the pressure, do whatever it takes to lose the weight and get back to the body everyone loved you for.
You know what she should do? If she really has self-respect, she would have addressed this on her show. One segment, she would have said, they're calling me fat, they have a bad picture of me. Look, we all take crappy pictures. I mean, if that's what they're going to focus on, who cares? They're shallow. And then went on with her show.
Yeah.
Then the message would be real.
Applause. Oh, would they have
But that would have been real.
Yeah.
Like that. Like, look, it's an awful picture. God Almighty.
She had said, you know what? I gained a lot of weight, and then there's my ass, and I had a great time gaining it.
Yeah. I was eating and drinking like I'm swimming in a beautiful blue waters down.
Hey, Ian Bernardo, not to change subjects really fast for American Idol, Gloria.
Yeah.
He's on the run now. I guess he's on my pal Brother Weeze's show, trashing us right now. Anyone in Rochester that could tune that in real fast for us?
Faggot trashing us
I'm trying to find, get to the bottom of that.
Enough.
All right, back to Tyra.
You're done.
Hopefully somebody in the Rochester area could tune in WCMF.
Suck a cock for me.
Here we go.
Oh, not me.
Now, according to people, your biggest source of figure angst is your bust size.
Yes, it is.
You have a large bust for a fashion model?
Yes. Even when I was a fashion model, I was around I feel so strange talking to you about bust size.
Does the master of the house ever suckle them after you've been in the field all day?
How much do you cost?
You got good childbearing hips. Can I check your teeth?
Why did you spit in Sandy Duncan's water?
Large bust for a fashion model?
Yes. Even when I was a fashion model, I was around I feel so strange talking to you about bust size right now.
Do you really? Fucking liar.
Because it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
I'm a white man. I could have you shot for that.
Okay,
But when I was a model, I was around a C cup. And now I'm a little bit bigger than a D. I don't like to say what it is.
So you would not be a Vogue model today, right?
No, there's no way, I don't think. No.
Why don't they want? well-busted women.
Well-busted women. But you know, when I was a fashion
Well busted.
What's that?
Broke?
Yeah, exactly. Was she a criminal who got caught?
Larry King.
You're busted.
Larry King's got a tit fetish.
I know.
That's great.
She opened the door, and now it's all about the tit.
But
I love your bosom.
Yeah, why don't they like
tit? I got
I was just going to say, I was going to call her a chesty Negro.
a Negro.
Why don't they want well-busted women?
Well-busted women. But you know, when I was a fashion model, high fashion model, this was like 15 years ago, certain designers would bind my breast down with ace bandages.
But why? Why is that?
Because it didn't fit the clothes. They made clothes that were a certain size and it didn't fit my chest, but yet and still they wanted me in their fashion show, and they wanted me in the show so bad that they bound
You're
my
so
chest.
great.
Right. African American waste of cum. She's just the worst.
Is she still on XM?
Yeah.
I heard her show stinks. Can someone, look, do we have any listeners in L.A. who know where her show is that would be willing to stand outside with a sign that just says, Tyra's a fat pig?
Tyra's a fat pig.
Just hold it up with
a big bucket of cum and a sign that says none of this is for you. It's got to be hung over. It's got to be hung over the freeway. Yeah. For everybody to say,
he's a fat pig.
Get that done. Oh, we got POWs out there. So
yes, we do. You're right.
Maybe some one of the POWs out west will.
She is just so self-centered.
Oh, what a self-important.
Well, here we go.
I'm a little lost. Wouldn't most women desire a curvy figure?
You know,
Isn't curvy good?
50.
You know, the sad thing is, I used to speak at colleges. I was on a college lecture circuit, and I spoke at Johns Hopkins and Georgetown and
you belong at
UCLA
Johns Hopkins.
Various other colleges. And I talked about how the female body goes in and out of fashion, the different types of bodies. In the 50s, it was Marilyn Monroe, you know, curvaceous, size 14. In the 60s, it was Twiggy. You know, she was very, very
and you
thin, naturally thin, but very, very thin.
bench.
And in the 80s, it was more athletic, and then the 90s was kind of heroin chic, and then now it's even beyond that. They were calling Kate Moss skinny in the 90s. These girls are way skinnier than her.
Yeah, that's hot.
Way to bring it home and sound like a college lecturer.
Like a
way skinnier.
sack. I like girls that look like a sack full of antlers.
I love that line.
Just clavicles. Clavicles and shoulder blades.
Pushing them into a hole in black and white film.
Oh. What did you say?
It looks like a bulldozer should be pushing it into holes in black and white. Oh, is that horrible? That grotesque music playing.
Well-dressed townspeople throwing them in a hole.
Crying and throwing them in because the army forced them to.
Obama?
Yeah.
Or Clinton?
Oh, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't know.
You can go either way on that one?
Well,
do you care?
I kind of do, yeah.
I would think you're more of a Democrat.
I am more of a Democrat, but I hate Democrats.
Why?
I'm very sort of holding my nose to vote guy because I fart in a voting booth. No, I don't know. Obama. I like Obama. I like him. I like listening to him. But really, I mean, it's so stupid because my arguments are totally shaped by the propaganda. Because I actually will be in the shower thinking, he's very charismatic, but does he have enough experience? And then I go, what am I saying that for? Somebody told me to say that.
Because you
I heard that on CNN,
somewhere.
and now I'm saying it in the shower. I'm a tool of the... We're all media.
But we're all like that. You read one political book and then you think you're an expert.
Yeah.
And you could get right on Meet the Press and discuss the issues.
Well,
because you just repeat crap you read in a book.
Yep.
It's not your opinions.
Hillary's a smart Democrat, but she's not likable, and her personality. No, I can't take Hillary. She really makes me mad. I hate her, but I loved her husband. I really
Bill
enjoyed him.
Well, he'll be the first lady. That'll be fun. Are you scared?
White House.
Are you scared that this country might have a black president?
No, I'm not scared.
What are you laughing at? We've been discussing this for a while on this very program.
Yeah, this has been very...
I don't think it'll hurt anybody.
Wait, you say no?
No, I'm not afraid.
That answer is false.
I'm learning something about myself.
Louie.
What is there to be? Is there something to be afraid of?
Well, ask Anthony.
Ask Anthony.
Well, it's not really afraid.
Do you think he'll actually go like, "All right, brothers,
No,
Go ahead and do whatever you want.
See, that's why it's making me look silly by saying this stuff, because everybody thinks I have this impression that he's going to take office. They're going to swear him in. The second he's sworn in, that hand's going to come off the Bible in a black power sign.
Yes, exactly.
And everyone's going to know. It's going to be one code word.
Yep. He's actually going to take the Bible and beat the
beat up the Chief Justice, and it's all hell will break loose, pandemonium. I don't think that.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot of subtleties.
I do. I'm just not
here.
afraid of it. I'm just
you're welcome.
I got good locks on my door. I'm not worried.
Welcome it.
Yeah.
I just I think that the changes will be subtle. There'll be subtle changes based on the fact that a few things. Black people in general will now have to deal with the fact that they have the opportunity in this country to become president of the United States.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing right there. It's very hard to cry that you you're being held back when the leader of the country is in fact a black guy.
Right.
So that will affect things. I don't know how, but that'll affect things. The other thing is, a black guy in the White House. A lot of black people will be like, "Hey, our guy's in there now."
Yeah.
So now we're going to get what we're due. We're going to get what we're due. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Obama to, placate, to make concessions to the black community at large. And I think a Congress, especially if a Democratic Congress is in there, will give him a lot more than they have given stupid George Bush, old white guy, everything.
I don't think so. I think what's going to happen is that everyone's going to realize that he's just a guy, that it doesn't matter. I don't know that he'll be a good president, but I think black people will be disappointed that
you think
they didn't get a check in the mail for having a black person.
Well, that's another problem.
I'm with you on that.
Because that's what I was saying. There'll be this expectation from black people, and perhaps that won't come about. And
also, I don't know.
I just believe the system is in place that one guy can't make that many drastic changes to the way we live our lives in America.
Yeah. No, and it's like
I think those days are long gone. We used to have great leaders. That one guy that really did a lot. And also changed this country. I just don't see that being possible in the year 2008.
I think also that there's something that happens to the president when he gets there. We've talked about it here.
Oh, right.
All right, hold on. I got to give you credit because we went down that road yesterday, and I forgot who told us where they give him the tour of the White House.
Yeah, and
scare the crap out of him.
Put him in a room and say, "Here's who really killed Kennedy."
They spill the beans.
We eat poor people. They're in the food or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that the next day he's going to be like, okay, well, let's not be too hasty, But he's not even saying he's going to do. He's not even like a big. Like Ralph Nader is thinking of running because he thinks Obama's a wimp,
right?
And that Obama's just a status quo jerk. So that's he's not even like it's not Jesse Jackson. If Jesse Jackson was running it, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Now there might be a problem, but you just see Obama
as an activist and he's nuts and he, he would scare me because like he marches against barbershop.
But
because against movies, he's an idiot.
But see, you're making my point. You're making my point.
That it's going to be an insipid little changes.
That it's not so much because we know that the president himself really doesn't have this almighty power to do things like that.
Right.
But it's more, and I said this yesterday, it's more the symbolism of him in office that will make the impact of amongst black people than it is the reality of him in there.
So you're afraid of black people having a little bit of pride and hope?
No, they've had. They've had.
That's going to make them more dangerous.
Oh,
true.
Okay. Yeah. See,
I love going to make them a little more dangerous. Like
I love whenever I say, you have to put other words in my mouth.
Right. No, that's the fun part.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying
that there will be this expectation amongst black people. And I think Obama is going to, stuff will be better.
Right.
Stuff's great. If he's the president, stuff is as good as it's going to effing get.
The easiest.
There hasn't been an Asian president yet, so why aren't the Asians they're next in line to come up and say that they're the downtrodden and the spat upon?
Because they're good at math and
yeah, whatever other stereotype you could dredge up. It's just
I haven't seen a Asian drunk in a long time or a drug addict.
Oh, that's true.
That's all. But no, the easy way to make fun of you, the thing it sounds like, is that you're generally intimidated or afraid of black people. You're uncomfortable around them.
I am,
but it's balanced.
Patrice.
But it's I have, and I've seen how you look at them.
Yeah.
But there's a balance that you feel because in the big picture they're losing. Well, so when you're worried about getting gas in the middle of the night and there's some brothers listening to, the hip hop's coming from their car, and that you look at them and they go, oh, God, and their guy's the president, too.
Oh, I see.
True.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I can't win this game.
It's hard, right?
We've been going at it for a while.
Yeah.
It makes for some fine radio.
It's our election commentary.
Yeah, sure.
It's great, though. It's a very honest reaction you're having.
Well, you know what?
It's good.
It's Whitey's reaction. I'm the voice of Whitey.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I've been laughing at Anthony, but there's a lot of people that agree with him. Because they call every day when we hit this subject. So
look, when you're white, and a black guy's like waiting on you or something, and he's being really nice.
Yeah,
the party's like, the day the tables turn, you're gonna cut my head off.
Yeah. It's just gonna be.
My politics are really simple. I want to see a black president because I want to be alive to see what happens. That's all.
Right. Oh, you just want to see?
I just want to see.
You're just bored.
Yeah, I just want to all right, we got a black president.
Totally.
Now I'm gonna take a look and see what that really means.
That's what I'm like.
Why not?
I'm
Instead of another white guy.
No,
another old white guy. I want something different in there.
I'm totally a spectator.
I want to just check it out.
Every time there's a special report on the news, and it hasn't happened in a while, but every time TV is a special report, I'm like, they shot somebody. 9/11 again. You gotta get some popcorn.
You like tragedies too, right?
I love watching crazy stuff go down, yeah.
And don't you wish
exciting.
I brought this up a couple weeks ago. Like when you see the wildfires out west, you want to see that just keep spreading and spreading. When they say 100 homes been destroyed, you're kind of disappointed that it's not 200 yet.
Totally.
But this is
and you want to see Ally McBeal or somebody or whatever her name is, Calista Flockhart, coming out of her house on fire,
crying.
like man on fire.
Worse the better,
running on fire and screaming.
The worse or better, and we're not saying
totally
anything too crazy here. But here's the question I got for you: when do you really want it to stop? Like in my head, I like seeing wildfires or whatever, just keep expanding. When does it get to the point where you're like, okay, all right, no, stop. We gotta put this fire out. When it gets too close to your house.
That's easy. My house is exactly the line.
When you
my
see those
neighbors,
screw them.
You know what?
My yard, even.
Hurricane Katrina was a tragedy, but when that thing started spinning toward New Orleans, you were kind of going, this is going to get interesting if it hits New Orleans, and I kind of want to see what that means.
People like action movies, right?
Right.
And as long as it doesn't involve you, if you're watching it on the news, it's just an action movie.
Well, that's what it is.
You don't know the people.
Well, like the day before Katrina, when they were saying, it was so clear. I've never heard such an accurate weather report in my life.
Oh, right on.
They said this is going to happen, and I remember they said everyone's just going to go to the Superdome or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I thought that's crazy. Those people are all going to die. I'm not doing nothing tomorrow but watching TV. It was like an ad for here. Good, that's on tomorrow.
Speaking of tragedies, Britney.